Hi, it's Chris. Today I'm going to show you how to install the actuator on your dishwasher. A fairly straightforward repair, just needs a few tools. Very easy to do, but very important. So for today's repair, we're going to be on the insides of the machine, and so we want to make sure we're going to be nice and safe, so we need to remove the power from the dishwasher. To do so, because it's built-in, we're going to need to go down to the fuse panel and either turn off the circuit breaker or remove the fuse itself. Once having done that, we're good to start the repair. Now that we have the power removed, we're just simply going to open the door, bring it forward a ways, and what we want to do is remove the front console. There's just a few screws that have to come out, just around here. These screws are all the same, so we don't have to be concerned as to which ones went where. Just keep them all together in a safe place on the counter so they don't fall down into the dishwasher. With the screws removed, it allows us to tip the console forward. And what I like to do is just take a small little blade screwdriver, and I simply am going to slide it into the latch here, like this. And all that does is prevent the door from coming open while we're working on it. The next piece we have to do is to remove this black cover, which holds the latch in place and gives coverage and protection for the wires. So we're going to remove the cover, unclip our locking tabs, and pull our cover off and set it to one side. Our next step is going to be to slide our whole latch mechanism out of place, and that's just a matter of undoing this latch by pulling it like that, and the same thing on the other side. And now our latch mechanism is free and clear, and we're just going to gently lower the console down just like that. So what we need to do now at this point is we need to remove these two switches. Just require a 3/16 nut driver to remove those screws. Just going to slip the wires out from under their locking tab. And the switch can just stay right there. We'll do the same thing on the other side. The switch is free and clear. And now we can bring the latch up and put it on our countertop in order to change the next piece. This handle is going to need to be removed from our assembly in order for us to get at this actuator, which is the part we're changing. So to remove this, all we need to do is just push it upward. Same thing on the other side. And set it to one side. So now we want to remove our actuator. So we're just going to slide it up, apply a little bit of upward pressure, and it'll pop right out. Now we can discard the old one and install the new one. Take our new actuator, slip it into place, and we'll just give it a little downward pressure to lock it. And now you can see how it will normally slide. Now we're going to reinstall our handle. Same process but in reverse. Slide it into place. And just give it a little push. Same on this side. Line it up and just give it a little push, and it latches. So now you can see when you move the handle, the latch freely moves up and down. Now we're ready to install it back into the dishwasher. We'll put the switches back in place and reinstall it into the console. So we're going to just install the switch, sliding that hole down over the locator pin, and slip our wire underneath the locating tab. Reinstall the screw that holds it. Now these screws are going into plastic, so one trick you want to do is just turn the screw as if you were taking it off, and you will actually feel it make like a little click. What that's doing is dropping the screw into the original threads that the screw cut, and just snug it up. Same thing on the other side for the second switch. Look for your locator pin in that hole in your switch and settle it into place. Again, pushing your wires underneath the locking tabs and putting the screw in. Snug the screw up. And now we're ready to install it into the console. Just reach down and bring your console up. Slide your handle into place. Now that you're lined up, that latch takes hold. This latch is grabbed as well. And now we're ready to put the cover on. Just line it up, making sure your wires are all tucked in. Snap the cover into place. Just bring your console up to your dishwasher. So now we're just going to move our console back up into place. Remove our little screwdriver that was preventing the door from falling open on us. Roll your console into place. Just squeezing it together with your hand. Just need to put a screw back in. And again, with these screws, they're going into plastic. Ideally, you want the screw to go into the same threads that were already there. So just rotate the screw backwards till you feel a little clunk, and then put the screw in. You can put the screw in without doing that and drive it in, but what you're actually doing is cutting a whole new set of threads into that plastic, and you can really only get away with that a couple of times because you're starting to remove more plastic from that screw opening, and eventually they'll just strip out. And then you're looking to buy a part that's quite expensive, and it can easily be avoided just simply by feeling that screw drop into the notch. Now with the console in place and all the screws secured, we can close our door, make sure it latches, make sure it opens, and your repair is complete.